All right. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. First video of the day, and Pep Guardiola under pressure tonight. I know many of you might be like, Rokani, why are you saying like that? Why is he under pressure? Guys, if you've been following up on what Everton has gone ahead to do, you will all agree with me that Pep is obviously gonna be under pressure in here onto our beautiful channel. Smash like button, comment and share. If you're totally watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you're watching us from. And it's really gonna be another big outing for the side of Man City, and the main reason as to why Pep Guardiola is gonna be under pressure is this. Pep, right, knows to it that the club of Arsenal has gone ahead to obviously beat Newcastle and a team known as what's the name of that team? And the team known as Fulham yesterday by 3-0. Arsenal extending their goal difference to 4, and it's really gonna be hard. Remember, the team they're really facing goes by the names of Everton. Everton is placed 11th onto the Premier League table, and they've gone ahead to obviously collect 47 points. Everton has scored 41 goals, and they've gone ahead to concede 41. They have 260 shots on target, they have 260 shots in total. 125 of those have been on target, 135 have been off target, 115 have been blocked by the opponents. Their passing accuracy per game is 79.77%. So that is a team known as Everton that Man City is obviously going to be facing. Now, for City, they are second, and they do have 70 points in total. 70 points in total. That's why City are really having 70 points. Arsenal is having 76. Now, City has scored 66 goals. They've conceded 29. They have 361 shots, of which 179 of those have been on target. 182 have been off target. 142 have been blocked by the opponents that City has gone ahead to obviously play. City averages a passing accuracy of 88.54 per game. And City has gone ahead to gain 3 points from losing position, and they've dropped 15 from winning position. Everton has gained 9 points from losing position, and they've dropped 9 from winning position, meaning that every time you see Everton go ahead, you obviously have to understand that indeed they are what they are, and indeed what they think they are in there for you. Now, Everton, right, last played against West Ham, and West Ham beat them by 2-1. Man City beat Southampton in the FA Cup by 2-1. In the Premier League, they played away at Burnley, and they won by 1-0. Now, the shocking piece is that Man City beat Arsenal 2-1 and beat Burnley 1-0, and they are no longer scoring goals for fun like they've always gone ahead to do, because we know what their blueprint has always gone ahead to be. So these two teams have gone ahead to obviously play 184 games amongst themselves. 60 of those have been won by Everton, and 78 of those have been won by Man City. Then 46 draws. And Man City has found themselves in a position of really beating Everton. In the previous 2 games, they've gone ahead to play at Etihad and at Everton. But in December 2024, Man City drew with Everton at home 1-1. So it is really very tricky for the side, and they're waiting to see how things pan out. Arsenal piling pressure on Man City, and now it's Man City to show us that they can overcome the pressure. You understand? Can they win these 2 games they have, right? Can they win these 2 games that they have? That is what we're obviously going to be evidencing tonight, if at all they are given a very huge goal in there for you. Now, we go to the team news. For Man City, obviously, they don't have the following players. Rodri, is getting better, as Pep said, as he manages his growing problem. But the Spaniard had not trained in there for you. So, he remains doubtful for this encounter, and that means Nico Gonzalez will come in through to the needful. Centre backs, Jasco Vardio is having a calf injury. Ruben Diaz is having a thigh injury, and all those are missing, But all in all, the rest of the players are readily available. Now, Jack Grealish is out of this encounter. He is not eligible to play against his team that loaned him to Everton, and he's really one of those. So, is one of the absentees alongside Gerard Braithwaite, who is having a thigh injury, but Moyes will be boosted by the return of Beto, who has completed concussion protocol after taking a blow to the head in the Merseyside derby. So, Beto will be there, and the rest of the players are obviously going to be available. Now, if it's like that, how is Man City expected to really line up in there for you? Obviously, Man City will have Donnarumma in goal, Nunez right back, O'Reilly left back, Kusanov and McGahey in the central defense, Silva, Gonzalez, Nico, and Ryan Cherki, midfield three. Then Semenyo, Jeremy Dogu, and Erling Haaland will obviously come up and represent to the fullest for the club of Man City in there for you. So, from there, we also get going to Everton, and they'll be having Pickford in goal, O'Brien right back, Mikolenko left back, Keane and Tawakoski in the central defense, Ghana, McGahey and McNeil, will play in the midfield three. Dozobri Hall, Ndiaye and Beto will obviously take on a team known as Man City. Those are the probable starting 11 for the team of Man City today in there for you. So, City comes into this game of football, and these are the facts that they should be knowing, and Everton, because they are really very pivotal in my prediction that I'm obviously going to be making. Everton have lost their last 8 home league games against Man City, their longest run of consecutive defeats against an opponent in their history. So, last 8 home games, Everton has been beaten by Man City. Will they obviously say no? We wait and see. Man City are unbeaten in their last 7 Premier League games against Everton. That is it. And they are having 14 wins and 3 draws since a 4-0 loss in January 2014. So Everton is a very is a very good customer to Man City. Man City always just goes ahead and obviously breaks everything in there for you. Everton have lost each of their last 2 league games. They haven't lost 3 in a row since January last season. So, their last 2 league games, they've gone ahead to lose them, but they haven't lost 3 in a row since January last season. Man City are unbeaten in their last 11 league games. They're having 8 wins, 3 draws, collecting more points, 24, and conceding fewer goals, 8, than any other side during the run. So that is really the most important bit of it all, and this is where we come and obviously ask you, what are your thoughts about it? Because City looks like they are enjoying their run, and even Everton are enjoying their run. This will be David Moyes' 16th meeting with Pep Guardiola in the Premier League, with the Scot yet to record a win during his tenure at Sunderland, West Ham and Everton. 2 draws and 13 losses. Indeed, only Sean Dyche against Pep Guardiola and Steve Bruce against Alex Ferguson has a manager faced someone more times without winning in the competition, both 17. So, David Moyes, if they beat him today, he will join the record that Sir Alex Ferguson set on Sean Dyche and Steve Bruce when he went ahead and obviously beat them 17 times in there for you, and those were consecutive times, So that is it, coming in through from the people that are obviously making rounds in here onto a beautiful channel known as the Rokani Media Football. And for that, I want to let you know that my prediction is 1-0 win for the club of Man City. City is winning tonight. That is it. I think the hardest game City is left with the game of Bournemouth. Bournemouth is fighting to go to the Champions League, so they'll obviously put all their hearts and life on the line in that particular encounter. My prediction is Man City 1, Everton 0. I'm out.